Hi, welcome to the Marley Bird YouTube channel. This is going to be a quickie with Marley. Are you ready? We're going to learn how to knit backwards in today's video. Join me down here and let's jump right in. If you look down here, you can see I have a little tiny swatch of stockinette. It's just 10 stitches, and if I wanted to do this in basic stockinette, I would knit the right side, which are my knits, and I would turn my work and I would purl backwards. Well, if I don't want to keep turning back and forth to purl, I could knit backwards, and that's what I'm going to do. So what I've just done is I just finished my knit row, so I'm going to treat this as if I was going to purl, but I'm going to knit backwards. So I keep my work in my right hand, and I take my left hand needle, and I go into the back leg of the first stitch. Can you see? I'm in the back leg. I take my yarn, I changed colors so you can better see the color, what I'm doing. I wrap my left hand needle over top, okay? And then I go ahead, I pull my left hand needle out of that stitch. So you can see I've pulled that purple out of the blue, and then I go ahead and I take my right hand needle out of the blue stitch. Let's do that one more time. What I'm doing is I take my left hand needle, I go into the back leg of the stitch on my right hand needle, I yarn over my left hand needle going over top, and then I take my left hand needle back out of the stitch from my right hand needle, and I remove my right hand needle. I go into the stitch through the back leg, over top of my left hand needle, pull my left hand needle out of the stitch from the right hand needle, so that has that purple stitch left on my left hand needle, and I remove my right. So I go in, around, out, off. I'm going to do it as if to throw as well. So those of you who can't really understand with the continental concept, you can see how this works. I go in the left hand or the back leg of the stitch on the right hand needle, over top of the left hand needle with my yarn over, come out of the stitch, and then off of my right hand needle. In, around, out, off. In the back leg, around the left hand needle, out the stitch on my right hand needle, and remove the right hand needle. What I'm doing is I'm placing these new stitches on my left hand needle, and they're sitting on there just as if they were purled. I go in, around, out, off. In, around, out, off. In, around, out, off. So now all my stitches are resting on my work, or on my needle, right? They're all on my left hand needle, ready for me to knit. So I would knit just as normal. Go into my stitch. So I go in, around, out, off. So it's on my right hand needle. In, around, out, off. In, around, out, off. Just like normal. Can you see where this would be beneficial if you're working with just a few stitches and you don't want to turn your work back and forth? Say if you're doing a few stitches on the shoulder of a sweater, or specifically, I like to use it for knitted entrelac. In, around, out, off. So now I'm back here. If it was time to purl, instead of turning my work and purling, I would just knit backwards. I'll show you one last time and then I will let you out of here. I go in the back leg of the stitch, yarn over my left hand needle, come out that stitch and off. In, around, out, 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 off. And I'm ready to knit. Super simple. It is something that you could use when you're doing any sort of small amount of work. Imagine you're doing these few stitches right here at Knit Entrelac. You could just knit backwards and you would be good to go. Okay, now you know how to knit backwards. You can amaze all your friends, and you can use this for just about anything. Please leave a comment and let me know what you used backwards knitting for. Please smash that like button, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.